Akashvani presents Morning News. Good morning, I'm Abhishek Mukhopadhyay. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to meet French President Emmanuel Macron in Mumbai today. Two leaders to also inaugurate India-France Year of Innovation 2026. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his French counterpart Vautrin to co-chair 6th India-France Annual Defence Dialogue in Bengaluru. CBSE clarifies eligibility for Class 10-2 board exams policy, makes first exam mandatory for all students. BNP Chairman Tarique Rahman to take over as Prime Minister of Bangladesh today. Lok Sabha Speaker Birla to represent India at the swearing-in ceremony in Dhaka. And in cricket, Sri Lanka beat Australia by 8 wickets in Group B match to qualify for Super 8 of the T20 World Cup. Prime Minister Narendra Modi will meet French President Emmanuel Macron in Mumbai today. The two leaders will inaugurate the India-France Year of Innovation 2026 and address a gathering of business leaders, startups, researchers and other innovators from both countries. Mr. Macron arrived in Mumbai early this morning on a 3-day official visit to India at the invitation of Prime Minister Narendra Modi to participate in the AI Impact Summit. We have more from a correspondent.
Prime Minister Modi and President Macron will hold bilateral engagements this afternoon at Lok Bhavan in Mumbai, where they'll review the progress made in the India-France strategic partnership and exchange views on issues of regional and global importance. Their discussion will also focus on cementing the strategic partnership and further diversifying it into new and emerging areas. In the evening, Prime Minister Modi and President Macron will inaugurate the India-France Year of Innovation 2026 and address a gathering of business leaders, startups, researchers and other innovators from both countries. Ankita Apte, Akashvani News, Mumbai.
Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his French counterpart Vautrin will co-chair the 6th India-France Annual Defence Dialogue in Bengaluru today. The meeting will review the entire gamut of bilateral defence cooperation with focus on expanding industrial collaboration. We have more from a correspondent.
The two sides are expected to renew a key defense cooperation agreement for another decade and sign an MOU for a joint venture to manufacture hammer missiles. An announcement of reciprocal deployment of officers between the Indian Army and French land forces is also expected. The ministers will witness the virtual inauguration of the H-125 light utility helicopter final assembly line of Tata Airbus at Bengaluru in Karnataka by Prime Minister Narendra Modi and French President Emmanuel Macron. Pundumon Akashvani, Bengaluru.
The India AI Impact Summit 2026 is underway at the Bharat Mandapam in New Delhi. The 5-day summit is the first ever global AI summit to be hosted in the Global South. World leaders from 20 nations are attending the event. We have a report.
On the second day of the India AI Impact Summit today, high-level panel discussions will continue, deepening sectoral dialogues across priority domains. The day will feature the launch of flagship knowledge compendiums, including the case books on AI in health, energy, education, agriculture, gender empowerment and disabilities, alongside a focused seminar on applied AI. India has accorded high priority to building a robust and inclusive AI ecosystem. Initiatives such as the India AI Mission, development of AI compute infrastructure, promotion of indigenous AI models, and large-scale capacity building programs are laying a strong foundation for responsible and trusted AI adoption in the country. Priya Mondal, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Union Education Ministry will host a special session titled Ministry of Education Pushing the Frontier of AI in India at the India AI Impact Summit in New Delhi today. Education Minister Dharmendra Pradhan and Minister of State for Education Jayant Chaudhary will attend the session, underscoring the ministry's continued push to harness the transformative potential of artificial intelligence in education. Moreover, Health and Family Welfare Minister Jagat Prakash Nadda will launch 2 national initiatives at the India AI Summit. These initiatives include Strategy for Artificial Intelligence in Healthcare for India, SAHI, and the Benchmarking Open Data Platform for Health AI, both. Union Home and Corporation Minister Amit Shah will chair a high-level national conclave of state and union territory corporation ministers at Mahatma Mandir in Gandhinagar today. This Manthan meeting is a pivotal step towards realizing PM Modi's vision of Sehkar se Samriddhi. Cooperation ministers of all states and union territories, along with senior officials, will attend the meeting. We have more from a correspondent.
Union Cooperation Minister Amit Shah will review the progress of establishing 2 lakh new multipurpose packs and nationwide expansion of modern warehouses for better grain storage under the world's largest grain storage plan. Discussions will also focus on integrating states into newly formed national bodies for exports and seeds alongside the time-bound computerization of packs. The conclave will also address the digitization of cooperative banks, legal reforms in state cooperative laws, and expansion of dairy networks in collaboration with Amul and NDDB. The meeting aims to transform cooperatives into powerful engines for grassroots employment and rural self-reliance. Aparna Khund, Akashvani News, Ahmedabad.
The Central Board of Secondary Education, CBSE, has issued an official clarification on the eligibility rules for the new Class 10 board examination scheme starting from this year. This clarification comes after several queries from students and parents seeking guidance on appearing in the second board examination if they are unable to take the first exam due to personal, medical or other reasons. We have a report.
The Central Board of Secondary Education (CBSE) has clarified that Class 10 students must appear in the first edition of the board examination to be eligible for the second edition under the 2-exam policy introduced this academic year. The board said only those students who sit for at least 3 subjects in the first examination will be allowed to take the second examination. It said that students who do not appear in the first edition will not be permitted to write the second edition. It further stated that second examination is meant only for certain categories of students. Students who have passed the first examination and wish to improve their marks can appear again under the improvement category. They are allowed to improve up to 3 main subjects including science, mathematics, social science and languages. Students who received a compartment result in the first examination can also take the second examination under the compartment category to clear the subject in which they did not pass. In addition, students who have passed but want to replace a subject to improve their overall results are also allowed to appear in the second examination. Ankit Kumar, Akashvani News, Delhi.
Prime Minister Narendra Modi met former President Rajnath at the newly inaugurated Prime Minister's office Seva Tirth yesterday. In a social media post, Prime Minister said that he had a wonderful meeting with the former President and his insights on various subjects are always thoughtful and enriching. On the other hand, in his social media post, the former President Rajnath said that the new building Seva Tirth truly embodies Nagrik Devo Bhava, a sacred space of service, compassion, duty and nation first. This is Akashvani giving you the news. For quick news updates around the clock, follow us on X handle at AIR News Alerts, and for details of stories and more, log on to our website www.newsonair.gov.in and download news on AIR app. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla will attend the swearing-in ceremony of BNP Chairman Tarique Rahman as Prime Minister of Bangladesh in Dhaka today. Foreign Secretary Vikram Misri will also be present on the occasion. Bangladesh Nationalist Party BNP-led alliance secured landslide victory in the recently held parliamentary elections. We have a report.
The new government led by Tarique Rahman, son of former Prime Minister Khalida Zia and chairman of Bangladesh Nationalist Party, is set to take oath following the party's landslide victory in the 30th Jatiya Sanshad elections. President Mohammad Shahabuddin will administer the oath of office to the Prime Minister and his cabinet at the South Plaza of Jatiya Sanshad Bhavan in the afternoon. Breaking long-standing tradition, the ceremony will be held at the Parliament complex instead of Bang Bhavan, the official residence of the President. Around 1,200 guests, including diplomats, international organizations, business leaders, civil society representatives and political figures are expected to attend. Authorities have tightened security and imposed traffic restrictions around the parliament area due to the anticipated large crowds and presence of international guests. Naval Singh Parmar, Akashvani News, Dhaka.
President Draupadi Murmu will be on a 2-day visit to Andhra Pradesh beginning today to witness the International Fleet Review FIR 2026. She will arrive in Visakhapatnam this evening. Andhra Pradesh Governor S. Abdul Nazir and Chief Minister N. Chandrababu Naidu will receive her. A presidential banquet will be hosted later in the evening. Tomorrow, the President will witness the IFR 2026 in a capacity as the Supreme Commander of the Armed Forces. organized by the Indian Navy under the theme United Through Oceans, Strengthening Bridges of Friendship. The review showcases maritime capability, cooperation and India's sovereign oversight at sea. Telangana Chief Minister A. Revanth Reddy will inaugurate the 23rd edition of Bio-Asia 2026 International Summit today. The two-day global conference will be held at the Hyderabad International Convention Centre, HICC. This year's summit is themed Tech Bio Unleashed, AI Automation and the Revolutionary Changes in Life Sciences. As India rapidly emerges as a global hub for tech bio-innovations, the event will focus on leveraging advanced technology to shape the future of healthcare. The event will bring together global experts, scientists and industry leaders to discuss critical advancements in the field. In the ICC T20 World Cup, Sri Lanka sealed Super 8 berth with a commanding victory over Australia at the Pallakele International Stadium in Kandy last night. We have a report.
Sri Lanka produced a commanding display to defeat Australia and confirm their Super 8 qualification in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup. Chasing 182 for a victory, Sri Lanka rode on a magnificent century from Pathum Nissanka, who struck the first ton of the tournament in just 52 balls. He was well supported by Kusal Mendis with a fluent 50 as Sri Lanka reached 184 for 2 in 18 overs. Earlier, Australia surged ahead through rapid half-centuries from Mitchell Marsh and Travis Head before Sri Lanka's spinners applied the brakes. Dushan Hemanta took 3 wickets and Dushmant Chamira claimed 2, restricting Australia to 181 for 9. With just 2 points from 3 matches, Australia now depend on other results to stay alive in the qualification race in the World Cup. Ahmed Moin Faruqi, Akashvani News, Colombo.
Earlier, England defeated Italy by 24 runs in a Group C match at the Eden Gardens in Kolkata. In another match yesterday, Afghanistan pulled off a 5-wicket victory over the United Arab Emirates UAE in a Group D clash to register the first win of the tournament at the Arun Jaitley Stadium in New Delhi. India Meteorological Department IMD has forecast thunderstorms and lightning today in places over Delhi, Andaman and Nicobar Islands, Haryana, Chandigarh and Punjab. Similar weather conditions also likely over Rajasthan during the day. According to the Met Department, coastal Karnataka is likely to experience hot and humid weather today. Dense fog conditions are expected in places over Odisha. And now for a look at today's newspapers, it's over to Nina Arakkal.
Thank you, Abhishek. The 6-day Delhi AI Impact Summit is prominently covered by most of the dailies today. India stands at forefront of AI transformation, says Prime Minister leads the Asian age. Government to launch multilingual AI tool for farmers, informs Financial Express. AI-powered Bharat Vistar all set to be launched today, reports the Indian Express. The Pioneer in its editorial piece says, Global South at the heart of AI future. The paper writes, the AI Impact Summit is not just about technology, it is about who controls the future and whether that future will be fair, balanced and truly global. India team heads to US to seal deal text, states Hindustan Times. Efforts on to operationalize India UK FTA in April, informs the Pioneer. On women's entry at Sabrimala Temple, 9-judge Supreme Court bench to commence review hearings from April 7th. National Green Tribunal clears Great Nicobar site strategic role, no good ground to interfere, reports the Indian Express on the 81,000 crore rupees infrastructure project. On the Bangladesh Nationalist Party's win, the Statesman writes, Rahman takes charge today as Intel warns of Jamaat-backed mobocracy. And finally, CBSE Class 10-12 board exams set to begin today, reports the Asian Age. And with that, it's back to you, Abhishek.
Thank you, Nina. And now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi to meet French President Emmanuel Macron in Mumbai today. 2 leaders to also inaugurate India-France Year of Innovation 2026. Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and his French counterpart Catherine Vautrin to co-chair 6th India-France Annual Defence Dialogue in Bengaluru. CBSE clarifies eligibility for Class 10-2 board exams policy, makes first exam mandatory for all students. BNP Chairman Tarique Rahman to take over as Prime Minister of Bangladesh today. Lok Sabha Speaker Om Birla to represent India at the swearing-in ceremony in Dhaka. And in cricket, Sri Lanka beat Australia by 8 wickets in Group B match to qualify for Super 8 of the T20 World Cup. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.